You look terrible. I want you to eat. I want you to rest well, and a month from now, this Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
And Elon went to see the board members and offered to buy 100% of the company.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Now just go outside, enjoy yourself, and forget about all this nonsense.
Elon made them an offer they couldn't refuse.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Elon Musk wins no matter what. In fact, even if the board considers not accepting his offer to purchase, he can still buy out Twitter, even if his offer is refused, which is absolutely hilarious. On top of Twitter staff now holding an emergency all-hands-on-deck meeting, Elon Musk is single-handedly disrupting the entire space as everyone continues to melt down on Twitter about the prospects of it turning into Parler just because Elon Musk owns it. Nothing will really change environmentally on Twitter other than, you know, maybe a few less insane bans. I don't think Elon Musk is going to go in there and just be like, unban Trump and unban Babylon Bee and maybe Babylon Bee, but, you know, like, I just don't see that. But who knows? Like, Elon is literally the wild card meme, and you know, it's just it's hilarious to me. The whole thing is hilarious to me. And before we get into it, just a super quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Established Titles. Established Titles is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. They allow people to buy as little as 1 square foot of dedicated land so they can call themselves a lord or a lady officially. In return, they commit to plant a tree with every order and protect the beautiful, pristine woodlands of Scotland. Established Titles makes an absolutely amazing gift, and a person could officially get their name changed on documents. Their title pack gives you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate and an official certificate with a crest. Established Titles is currently having a really big sale just for you, my subscribers. You can get an additional 10% off any purchase you make with the discount code TheQuartering. So click the link below, go to establishedtitles.com/TheQuartering and use promo code TheQuartering to save an extra 10% today. Now, first, on how it's according to the Daily Wire, it's get out the popcorn time. Elon Musk could still buy Twitter even if his offer is refused, and here's how. Even if Twitter's board rejects Elon Musk's proposal to buy the company, Musk could still target stockholders either by seeking proxy votes or purchasing their shares in the so-called hostile takeover, thus taking over the company. A hostile takeover occurs when an outside entity tries to take over a company without the management's consent. On Thursday morning, Musk tendered an offer of $54.20 per share. The current market price of Twitter is $45.85. Musk could make that offer directly to shareholders. If Twitter's board rejects the offer, Investopedia notes that investor or shareholders could often accept the tender offer when it is sufficient premium to the market value, or if they're unhappy with current management. Another avenue Musk could take, encouraging stockholders to urge other stockholders to let them use their proxy votes. Then, having gathered enough proxies, having them vote to accept Elon Musk's offer. But Twitter could conceivably respond by issuing a blank check preferred stock to defend itself from a hostile takeover. Now, I'm not a investment person. You know, I've got an IRA and I've got a few stocks in 401ks and things of that nature. But it's all interesting. To issue blank check preferred stock, a company must amend its articles of incorporation to create a new class of unissued shares. Twitter doesn't have the dual share classes that many public tech companies do, like Google and Alphabet and Snap. Those systems leave voting rights control with the company's founders protecting them against a Musk. Without this, Twitter could adopt a so-called poison pill plan, a costly move where it sells stock at a discount to dilute an aggressive shareholder stake. Essentially, Elon Musk wins no matter what here. First of all, he could walk away from the deal $1 billion richer, assuming that the stock doesn't get worse. Right now, Twitter stock doesn't really know what to do. It's down slightly on the day, but I mean, it's largely up over the last month since Elon's news broke. He could force Twitter into investing a bunch of money just to keep him out, which would be hilarious as well. Or he could turn their existing shareholders against them. Analyst Dan Ives told the Washington Post that the next step will be Twitter's board officially reviewing the Musk filing and letter, and then it's get out the popcorn time, as we expect many twists and turns in the weeks ahead as Twitter and Musk walk down this marriage path. Already seen the Twitter board come out here. Twitter says board is carefully reviewing Elon's bid for the company. The Twitter board of directors will carefully review the proposal to determine the course of action that it believes is in the best interest of the company and Twitter stockholders. The company said that and confirmed it's received Musk's bid valuing the company at $43.4 billion. His offer at $54.20 a share, which was disclosed in a regulatory filing on Thursday, represents a 38% premium on Twitter's April 1st close, the last trading day before Tesla's CEO's more than 9% stake in the company was made public. Since making my investment, I now realize the company will neither thrive nor serve in this societal imperative. My offer is the best and final offer, and if not accepted, I'm going to need to reconsider my position as a shareholder, essentially saying, I'm going to take my $1 billion or my $5 billion, 9% share, and go home. And earlier this week, Musk said he had abandoned a plan to join Twitter's board just as his tenure was about to start, meaning it's kind of just like what we thought. Essentially, he said, forget it, I'll just go buy you. If you're not going to let me do what I want and be on the board, I'll just buy you. And Twitter staff is in full-blown panic. Twitter reportedly to hold an all-hands meeting with all employees at 2 p.m. today to discuss Elon Musk's bid for the company. Twitter will hold an all-hands meeting with employees at 2 p.m. Pacific time Thursday to discuss Elon's unsolicited bid for the company. CNBC anchor Carl Quintanilla tweeted an unnamed source. I would imagine if you're an employee of the company, I don't know. There's a lot of people that are very worried though. Elon Musk's Twitter offer has users afraid he will turn it into Parler. Tesla CEO Elon Musk revealed Thursday that he started a takeover bid on Twitter days after it was revealed he had become the company's largest shareholder. While many Twitter users celebrated the news, others have expressed concern that Musk would allow the platform to become too similar to conservative social media services like Parler, Getter, or former President Donald Trump's Truth Social. And this is like a baseless narrative that sticks around Elon. The people that don't like him on Twitter think he's like some kind of traditional conservative, that he's going to like ban, criticizing, he's going to make the Bible like everybody's homepage or something like that. It's insane. Like, Elon is not a traditional conservative. He's probably his own type of category. I'm assuming he's financially conservative, as the guy's got $50 billion in the bank. It goes on, a hostile takeover by Musk will turn Twitter into MySpace, True Social, and Parler. Having the money to buy social media platform isn't the same as knowing how to keep one afloat. Sure, but again, Elon Musk doesn't need to know anything. It's not like all the employees quit. I mean, some might. Idiots will. But, I mean, he'll restaff that. It's not like Elon's going to come in and run the day-to-day. How many days a week do you think Elon is sitting at the SpaceX facility or even a Tesla facility? During crunch time, important times, he's there, right? When they build the Model 3 factory, sleeping on the floor, this and that. But ultimately, the systems are already in place to keep the company afloat and to keep things running as normal. And to be quite frank, all these clowns who are like, I'm going to close my Twitter account and leave. Well, how did it work for conservatives? Did it work when they all ran to Parler or Getter or Gab? No, it doesn't work. Yes, Parler and Gab have loyal followings that should be respected. But it's just like when Trump won the election in 2016, when everyone's like, I'm going to move to Canada. No, you're not. Because we'll find out, just like Donald Trump, that many of these lefties who are obsessed with Twitter or who say they're going to leave Twitter, they're just as addicted as Trump is. There are people that miss Trump every day, and not all of them are conservatives, okay? There were entire accounts or identities being Trump reply guys. So don't tell me that these radical leftists are going to leave the platform. They're just not going to. And the idea that it's going to turn into Parler, why would it? It's already got a built-in platform. Boot's message set off comments from many people who agree with the sentiment, some invoking the name of Parler. If Elon purchases Twitter and transforms it into a Parler-like cesspool, normal people like me will simply leave in droves. No, they won't. They literally won't. And the thing is, another person wrote, if Elon buys Twitter, it just becomes Parler 2.0. Again, no, it doesn't, because it already has the base. Oh, here, let's hear what Space Rock's Brianna Wu has to say. The reason Truth, Social, and Gab and all these other right-wing platforms have failed is smart people don't want to spend their time there. Well, how would you know about smart people? If Musk buys Twitter, dismantles everything the trust and safety team has done, many will go elsewhere and it will literally destroy Twitter. No, it won't. Again, like I said, won't happen. First of all, at no point has Elon Musk said that he's going to destroy the trust and safety stuff. At no point has Elon Musk indicated that he's going to change any of the policies. At no point has Elon Musk said that he's going to, shut down the leftists on Twitter. He's not. This is all just literal. This is these people's D-Day. I've seen quotes. Where is this one quote? It's absolutely insane. Glenn Greenwald, I think, pointed it out. Yeah, here it is. Today on Twitter feels like the last evening in a Berlin nightclub at the twilight of the Weimar Germany. Quote, and he writes, canceling my commitments for the day so I can watch liberals become more unhinged, hysterical, and panicked over the prospect that they might not be able to wield censorship power on Twitter. It's only 11 a.m. on the East Coast, and we're already at the bad guys from WW2 analogies. Everyone knows the evils that grew out of the Weimar Germany happened when book burning stopped and were replaced instead by a commitment to free speech and free expression of ideas. One more time, censorship was a weapon used by the bad guys in WW2 and all fascists, not free speech. And it's just, the amount of unhinged lunacy that's been going on is hilarious. It's actually great. This is an actual sentence published last week by the Washington Post in a newspaper owned by Jeff Bezos. Musk's appointment to Twitter's board shows we need regulation of social media platforms to prevent rich people from controlling our channels of communication. Again, a publication owned by Jeff Bezos. Ultimately, this is going to be an absolute just minefield of hilarity for the next couple of days. And by the way, none of these people are going to leave, just like none of the people on the right, left Twitter. Everyone who's on Getter still pretty much uses Twitter. I see a lot of prominent conservatives that, yes, they use Getter, but they still use Twitter. Elon buying it isn't going to change anything. He wins no matter what. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.